Good afternoon, SCS 286 class of 2013. My name is Claire Bracey and this is my final assessment. I hope you enjoy. First of all, I would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land and the seas to which this presentation is taking place, and to their elders past, present and future. Throughout my critical reflection, I will be comparing the experience I had with my tutorial group and the lecture group. I will be discussing the assumptions I made and the values I have. I will also be exploring the concept of power. The first thing I noticed about our tutorial group was diversity. We had students who still relied on their parents for support and help. There were students who had children of their own who still needed their support and help.
Some of us work and some of us don't.
Some of us were male, some of us were female. Well, one of us was male.
Some of us flew from a different country to be here at University of the Sunshine Coast.
We all had different goals and most of us studied different courses. Our best strength in our tutorial was we all had respect for each other and wanted to listen to each other, and this helped us see eye to eye, and I know this made us all really happy.
Which brings me to the question, what role did I play in our tutorial group? In David and Frank Johnson's book, Joining Together, I can relate closely to the role participant-observer. A participant-observer is a person who is skilled enough to both participate in group work and observe group processes at the same time.
As human beings, we all have our own values and beliefs that we have developed through the course of our lives. These are just a few of mine.
However, we all have our downfalls, and we all make assumptions. I grew up in a town called Darwin in the Northern Territory. When I was 19, I flew all the way to the Sunshine Coast all by myself.
My assumptions have come from growing up in such a multicultural area and moving to such a monocultural area. I tend to assume that people aren't as culturally exposed as me. See my beady, judging eyes?
What I need to remind myself is that we are all different. No matter what age you are or what your circumstances might be, you are special and you still have something unique to offer. Your life, because of who you are, has meaning.
Which brings me to the next part of my presentation. Power!
What is power and how is it distributed?
In the words of Bertrand Russell and in the voice of Nigel Thornberry, fundamental concept of social science is power, in the same sense in which energy is a fundamental concept in physics. Which leads me to the question, why was there such an equal distribution of power in our tutorial group? In my own opinion, once there is a set goal in a group, this is when group members will seek power roles. However, our tute did not have a set goal. We had different goals which were set in our multidisciplinary teams. This enabled us to use our tutorial group more as a support group, as I started to notice a sense of relief and a sense of belonging after each class. Leads me to the question, why did I feel so powerless in the lecture theatre? See me, all small and sad? Every time I walked into the lecture theatre, I noticed that the majority of the students had already established friendship groups. They had already established their social academic group and I was put into the different outsider category. This made me feel really sad and small. I kept questioning myself, is this all in my head? Then I looked further into it and then the light bulb flashed. The dreaded history. When I first moved to the Sunshine Coast, I moved in with a girl. We were friends, but that didn't work out. There was also another girl who was in the lecture, that was from Darwin, who also knew a lot about my past. I immediately assumed that these girls got together and all had stories to tell. I was definitely outnumbered. I have now come to the conclusion that I had a lack of power to change or improve the situation due to the lecture dynamics. But that's okay, because once I got back to my tutorial, I felt empowered and I had a strong sense of belonging. Throughout the semester, my tutorial group gave me the support and power I needed to do the best I could in my multidisciplinary team and the lecture group. Which is why I would like to take the last part of my presentation to say thank you. That's all, folks. Here is my reference list. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask now.